everybody, so now we are starting a quick tour in Israel at the Holy Land. We are on our way to Bethlehem right now, the place of birth of Jesus Christ himself. So this is the first place we gonna see on our tour, and later throughout the days I will compose a video that shows you exactly the places, the holy places of Israel, and the places where I get my artifacts from, and the way that I bless those artifacts and make them holy. We will visit throughout this video the place of birth of Jesus. We will visit the Jordan River where Jesus Christ was baptized, and we will visit the Kinneret where Jesus Christ was walking on water, and at the end we will end at my shop in Jerusalem, and you will see what actually I'm doing with the artifacts and how am I blessing those artifacts in order to make them holy and spread the word of God around the world. So stay with me, we got a long trip ahead of us. Well, as you can see behind me is the entrance to Bethlehem, which is the place of birth of Jesus Christ himself. So we will continue our tour in Bethlehem, and we will see the shops that produce the memorials and a lot of artifacts that we are basically sending from the state of Israel and from the old city of Jerusalem to states around the world. So we will continue to get inside Bethlehem, and we will show you the inside. Well, as you can see, we are currently at the holiest place basically in the world, because this is the church of the birth of Jesus Christ. Now the place we are heading for right now is the place itself where Jesus Christ was born. Now my friend here will take us over there. We are currently entering into the cave of the birth of Jesus Christ. And this is actually the place of birth. This is actually the place of birth of Jesus Christ himself.
Don't forget to visit the manger area down.
This is the cave where Jesus Christ was born, and this is the exact spot where you come and you lay your head upon the place where Jesus Christ was born. After Jesus Christ was born, this is the manger when he was put as a child. He was put right over here, right after he was born, right on that spot. And this is the place from which we are getting our artifacts. Now, from here, we will move on to our artifact shops. So now we are coming out of the cave in which Jesus Christ was born in, and we are heading towards the shop, the souvenir shop, from which we send the merchandise and the memorials all over the world. So now you will see it. So now we are at the shop. As you can see, there is a variety of things, an endless variety of things that we are able to export. All of those things are made and authenticated that they are originally made in Bethlehem. And so this is actually the merchandise that is that we can provide. Now, as you can see, this is a wooden icon, and like most of our products, on the other side there is a certificate that says that this is handmade in Bethlehem in a couple of different languages, and most of the artifacts that we export are artifacts that do have this certificate and are made in Bethlehem. Now, part of the things that we're selling are things like that, that is actually this actually a cross, but it's pure gold. It's 14 and 24 karat gold. Those things are very expensive, so usually when people buy them, they buy it by a special order, because the price for things like that is about $300 to $400. So, but just so you will know, we do have even those artifacts. Well, after seeing Bethlehem, we are now on our way to the Jordan River, which is actually the place where Jesus Christ was baptized. And we will also see the Kinneret, the place where Jesus Christ was walking on water. While visiting there, you will see where do we get the water, the holy water, that are in those crosses and in the bottles that I'm selling. Where do we get this water from, and how is this procedure is being done? So stay with us, we're gonna see a lot of things. So what we see behind us right now is the Lake of Kinneret, which is the lake that Jesus Christ was walking on. Down there we will see the Jordan River and the place where Jesus Christ was actually baptized. And this is where we are heading right now. So soon enough you will see all these places from a close point of view. So we will move on. So now we have reached the site where Jesus Christ was baptized on the Jordan River. As you can see, you can read here in English an explanation about this event. It is written here on the wall in every possible language, so I will film it for you in English. And now we will move on inside into the site itself to show you where we getting the water, the holy water that we put in our crosses, and the holy water in the bottles that we are sending throughout the world. Now you will see where we are getting this water from. Now those are actually examples of icons and memorials that contain the holy water from the Jordan River itself, which are part of the pieces that I can send to you. Now basically what we are using in order to put in our crosses that contain water and everything that contains water is those bottles. This is a bottle that contains water from the Jordan River, from the place where Jesus Christ was baptized. We also sell those bottles individually, but usually we just use them to put in the artifacts that we are selling. So as you can see, now I'm standing right on the bank of the Jordan River at the exact place where Jesus Christ was baptized. And as I said, this is the place that we take our holy water from and put them into artifacts that contain water. Some of our artifacts are basically bottles of water, like for example, like this one. This is a bottle of water from the Jordan River, from this site itself. So this is another example of the type of things that we export throughout the world. From here we will continue to Jerusalem and we will show you the rest of the procedure that we are doing with all of our artifacts in Jerusalem. So now, after we have seen the place where Jesus Christ was baptized, and after we have seen where we taking our holy water from, and show you that this holy water are authenticated, it's time for us to proceed to Jerusalem and show you the procedure that we're doing with the rest of our artifacts in order to make them as holy as possible and to spread the word of God around the world and ship it overseas to as many people as we can. So from here we will move on to Jerusalem and show you the rest of the story and the rest of our tour in the Holy Land. Well, after we have been to Bethlehem, the place of birth of Jesus Christ, we are now entering the old city of Jerusalem, which is right behind me, and we are heading towards the entrance, which is called the Jaffa Gate. And at the old city we will find the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is actually the place we're heading to right now, and this is the place where my shop is, and the place where I bless every item that I sell to another country, which I export overseas. So now I will let you take a walk with me and see the old city of Jerusalem and the process that our products are going through before they are being shipped throughout the world. Now, as we move along through the old city of Jerusalem, we see more and more things that are related to Christianity and to the Jewish culture, and those things are typical things that I sell in my shop. The closer we will go to the church itself, the more things that are related to Christianity that we will see, and the less things that are related to the Jewish culture we will see, like those ones. So now we're basically at my shop, which is in the old city. Here I sell a lot of things that are related for Christianity, and we have some things that are related for the Jewish culture as well, because this is the old city. of Jerusalem. So basically the reason why it is very hard for me to compose a full price list is because of the variety of the things that I have to sell. So you can just take a look around, and whenever you are interested in ordering something, I'm always sending more and more samples to people so they could have more examples of things that they might like. Now, as we see here, we see different types of crosses. Now, a typical cross is a cross that contains the four elements of Jerusalem, which are elements of minerals and oil and soil from Jerusalem. Now, this specific cross is much more expensive because, as you see, inside of it, it contains water. Now, those water are coming from the Jordan River, which you will see in this video. And this is actually this cross contains actually the water from the Jordan River, which is the place where Jesus Christ was baptized. Now, this cross is handmade in the Holy Land, and because of the logistics it takes to bring the water from the Jordan River to here and to make this cross, of course this one is a lot more expensive, but of course it has a value of its own. So those are some of the crosses that I have to suggest to you. Well, now after we took some things from my shop, we're heading towards the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. At the entrance to the church, there's the Holy Stone of Anointment, which is the stone that Jesus Christ was lying on before he was buried. Now you will see a lot of people praying, touching that stone, putting their things on that stone to make them holy. Every piece of thing that I'm sending to you is actually put on this stone before it's being sent. And now I will show you an example of how we are doing this. Now, basically what we are doing right now is taking the things that we took from my shop and putting them on the stone. Each piece that we put on the stone is actually becomes holy. Now we will put all those things on the stone.
What is this stone?
This is the stone that Jesus Christ was lying on. Every single piece that you put on this stone, I like to call it that it actually touched a piece of Jesus Christ himself. Now, after we have put all those things on the stone, we are now at the place that is actually the tomb of Jesus Christ. Inside this facility, there is an eternal fire that is burning. If you all see all those people standing in line, you will see people who are standing here in order to touch the holy fire and light a candle from the eternal fire that is burning inside this facility. So now we will go stand in line, and after we will light the candles, you will see the rest of the procedure. Now after we got the candles burning, what actually the only thing we have left to do is to turn them off like this. And this is the final product. Those are torched candles that were torched and touched by the holy fire in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. This is the final product. Regarding the candles, this is the final product that I am exporting. So, to end our tour in the Old Jerusalem, we are now at the street of Via Dolorosa, which is the most famous street in the old city of Jerusalem, because this is actually the street on which Jesus Christ was led upon on these stairs towards his crucifixion up there. So just to give you an idea of where are the artifacts that I'm selling from are coming and what's the meaning, the spiritual meaning that they have, this is what I wanted to show you. So here we are at Via Dolorosa, ending our little trip to Jerusalem. Hi everybody, thank you for watching the video and taking the tour through the Holy Land of Israel with us, through Bethlehem to the Jordan River and the Holy Church of Sepulchre in Jerusalem. Basically this video is all about showing you the exact procedure that the things that we are selling are going through. This is to show you that this is not just stuff, those are not just things. We invest a lot of manpower and a lot of effort in order to make those things blessed and to get those things into the houses of Christian people around the world who can't get to Israel and get those artifacts themselves. So basically the video is all about show you how authentic everything that we're doing is, and to show you how important for us is to get those artifacts to the Christians around the world and to spread the word of Jesus. So God bless you, and I hope we will be in touch. You can see my email in the link below this video, so you can just contact me and I will answer you as soon as I can. Thank you and God bless.